Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are gonna be in the Georgia. I know, weird, right? The one ship that I always troll people and say it's the worst tier 7 American battleship. But if you guys were watching the stream yesterday where we went over all of our stats, you could see that I was not wrong in the way I say that. Now, I'm not saying Georgia's a bad ship. I've had plenty of good games. In fact, it's actually one of my best winning ships in terms of my American battleships. It has a high win rate. Well, what does that mean? That means it has good things going for it. But average damage, lower. Maximum damage, lower. Why is that? Because it's less consistent. Which is one of the things that I always talk about when I play my ships and what I enjoy most about my American battleships. Now again, I'm not saying Georgia's bad. I'm saying that it's my worst tier 7 battleship when it comes to the Americans. Now obviously it's still way better than a lot of the other choices in the other nations. The Americans just have an overabundance of really good tier 7 battleships. But before we get into this battle, y'all know the deal. We are on the path to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So, if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Be a part of something great. And with that, we've got an Iowa shooting HE at us. Yeah, I'm disappointed too. Unfortunately, we also have a John Bart, who is sitting in a good position to potentially counter us, which is not ideal. And we have a whole bunch of torpedoes coming from a, I'm assuming Russian carrier. But we managed to dodge that pretty well. You gotta love it. And we shot down 5 of them, which is also good. North Carolina broadside begging for it. You love to see it. Iowa is, oh god, that's gonna sting. Yep. That could have been way worse. That was a lot of overpins on our Georgia from that Jean Bart. That Jean Bart could absolutely ruin here. So that's why I'm turning away. I'm like, screw this. We got to get angled as best we can. So we're going to turn to kite, and that's when we Citadel. And one Citadel. Look at the damage. Now, again, not saying it's a bad ship. When you get this thing to hit, and it does its job, it is absolutely devastating. But, again, 6 guns total is all you get. So, if RNG isn't... Oh my god. Speaking of RNG, those 2 rounds were touching. Literally. They didn't do anything. They hit the belt. But they were touching, which is a good sign if you're going to have a good match. You can see I'm keeping my eye on the Jean Bart here. But I'm trying to move myself to a point where I can, like, push up. I have no idea why every time I start to record these videos for you guys, I start yawning. It's driving me crazy. It actually is. I hope it's not driving you guys crazy too, because I swear, every time I start to record these video narrations, every time, I start yawning. I don't know what it is. Is there a doctor in the house? Can somebody explain this to me? Now, sure, it might have something to do with the fact that it's 5:30 in the morning, currently. But I feel fine. I'm not tired. I'm just sitting here. I'm like trying to get my stuff done. Y'all know the deal. Out here grinding. Finished up a ridiculous like 5.5 hour long stream after doing a like 2.5 hour long stream prior to that. And down goes Iowa. Apparently, beaching yourself and then reversing when you're like surrounded by destroyers, probably not the best play. Who would have seen that coming? But we're going to try to keep pushing forward. The friendly destroyer has captured the base, which is good. You can see where this Jean Bart is looking. He wants our giblets, and he's about to try to take them. So we're going to reach out and show him that we can take giblets just as well. And then he breaks our gun, of course. But it's okay, because we returned the favor by hitting 4 shots that did next to nothing. 4 shells hit him, pinned him, did like no damage. Which means I probably pinned his guns, which means he's more likely to have guns knocked out from here on. Which is good. Bad thing is, he just used another reload booster, and this one was a little more successful. Now, enemy North Carolina is just... He's spotting me doing this. He's got a fighter plane up, which is showing... Well, he had a plane up. I don't remember if it was a fighter plane or a spotter plane, but either way, had a plane up, so he knew I was coming. And yet, he is not prepared. I don't know if he sees the destroyer that's there or what, but this guy is not ready for what I'm about to give him. Now, obviously, I don't want to be over-angled coming around the corner, because if he is ready, then he's going to blap me. But, yeah, his guns aren't even pointing in the right direction, and that's going to be a GG. We didn't even Citadel him. A North Carolina from this range. Are you kidding me? Really? Doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, he died. That's all that matters. Watch what is about to transpire. Our destroyer that's off my bow goes in, gets himself shot up, and then our destroyer's coming in from the rear, attacking the Jean Bart, which, by the way, is where all of the secondaries are. And he's gonna fumble. And between the two of them, they somehow, like, throw the whole engagement. I don't understand how, but they do. And, of course, Benham is gonna go down. Remember, Benham torpedoes do, like, nothing in terms of damage. So, I don't know what his thought process was there, but we're just going to go ahead and try to finish him off by shooting superstructure here. And as you can see, we get the shots to land exactly where we were looking for, right in that superstructure, doing a pretty significant chunk of damage. And now he's being shot at by the HE, and so he's not long for this world. Now, the one good thing I will say about the Georgia is you don't have to wait long for the guns to reload. These 18-inch guns reload relatively quickly. They are dual turret. And then this is the point where the Jean Bart just, like, says, ah, I'm dead. Screw it. I'm done. Just kill me. And that's when the carrier reintroduces himself to us. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? You know what, carrier? I hear you loud and clear. I'm coming for you now. I'm glad that you wanted to introduce yourself, but I'm coming for you. So prepare yourself. I will be coming. Amalfi's broadside, so we're like, I don't mind if I do. But Amalfi's like, ain't no slouch, I'm gonna turn in and avoid these. And that's when the Z-39, and I immediately ping him because our Z-23 should kill him, and, fortunately, does just that. Between the Z and anybody else that's over there, they should be able to finish off that Z. As you can see, we're heading in the right direction because the planes are coming roughly from the corner of the map. So here you can see we're trying to turn into the skip bombs. We're trying to make sure that we're not going to get absolutely ruined. And we're also playing the fact that the Amalfi is coming for our destroyer. So first shot out, we've got a beautiful looking shot. Multiple shells look like they're on target. He turns out just begging for it. And we get a decent chunk. 2 hits. Not the best hit. We hit a little aft of the superstructure. Torpedoes are going after the Amalfi now, and that's going to force him to make a very, 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 very bad turn. But he overcorrects. He comes back. He's like, I'm not going to stay broadside to this battleship. That would be a bad idea. Never mind. I forgot all about the battleship. I'm going to turn broadside anyway. Well, this is the one time that the Georgia says, yeah, I think I will hit that thing. And down he goes. 1 Citadel, only hit him with 2 shells, but we dev struck him. Because Georgia. And remember, we run the meme build with the Azure Lane, New Jersey, so we get a little bit of extra Citadel damage beyond 10 kilometers as well. Which is hilarious. But Pobeda gets spotted here, and again, he's beyond the 10 kilometers. So we try to punch him in the mouth and watch the Citadel. Bunk. 1 hit, 20,000 damage. 1 hit, 1 Citadel, 20,000 damage. That's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. But here you can see rear turret of Justice. Swing and a miss. Georgia giveth, Georgia taketh away. Now, here I aim basically same spot, a little bit higher. And we land 2 out of the 4 shells. Not bad. But apparently Pobeda has woken up. He's like, you know what? I shouldn't just sit here and let this guy ruin me. I was going to shoot the rear guns, and that's when I seen all the torpedoes coming in, and I pick up my clear sky. So I slow down, and I turn in and make him look like a doober. Yeah. You can't touch this, sunshine. Gonna have to get up a lot earlier than that to deal with me. Alright? This ain't my first rodeo. But we're gonna reach out and get him anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We get the kill either way. 169,000 damage done. One of the best games I've had in Georgia. If you guys remember correctly, my best game ever is 197,000 damage. Clear Sky, High Cow, Dev Strike. Top of the leaderboard. Almost a quacking. But a pretty solid game. So let me know what you guys think. Did you enjoy this? Do you have as much issue with the Georgia as I do? And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.